Everyone dies. I have died multiple times. I don't care if you believe me. Lori Vallow to her husband Charles, January 2019. 5 suspicious deaths, 2 missing children. One storage unit filled with abandoned toys. And at the center of it all, a beautiful mother who danced on a Hawaiian beach while her children lay buried in shallow graves. The story of Lori Vallow Daybell is not just a true crime case. It's a chilling warning about how dangerous beliefs can transform a loving mother into someone unrecognizable. But to understand how this tragedy unfolded, we need to start at the beginning. In the bright lights of Arizona beauty pageants, Lori Noreen Cox seemed to have everything. Born in 1973, she cultivated an image of perfection, the beautiful blonde who could charm anyone, the devoted church member who never missed a service, the loving mother who documented every moment of her children's lives. By 2019, she had walked down the aisle 5 times, but it was her 4th marriage to Charles Vallow that would mark the beginning of her descent into darkness. Together, they adopted JJ, a bright-eyed 7-year-old with autism who loved to hug everyone he met. He joined Tylee, Lori's teenage daughter from a previous marriage, a mature 16-year-old who helped care for her little brother while dreaming of becoming a lawyer. I am a God preparing for Christ's second coming in July 2020. If you get in my way, I will kill you. These were not the words of a fictional villain. They were Lori's words to Charles Vallow in 2019. Documented in court papers just months before his death. What had transformed this seemingly perfect mother into someone who would make such chilling declarations? Chad Daybell, a former gravedigger who wrote apocalyptic fiction and claimed he could see the future. When he met Lori at a religious conference in 2018, something clicked. Despite both being married, they believed they were translated beings who had been married in multiple past lives. They claimed they could see light in dark spirits and that some people had become zombies who needed to be eliminated to free their souls. July 11, 2019. Charles Vallow arrives at Lori's home to pick up JJ. Hours later, he is dead, shot by Lori's brother Alex Cox, who claims self-defense. September 8, 2019, the last photo of Tylee Ryan are taken at Yellowstone National Park. She is smiling, unaware that she has less than 24 hours to live. September 23, 2019, JJ Vallow vanishes after Lori withdraws him from school, claiming she will homeschool him. October 19, 2019, Chad Daybell's wife, Tammy, dies mysteriously in her sleep. Chad refuses an autopsy. November 5, 2019, Chad and Lori marry on a Hawaiian beach just 2 weeks after Tammy's death. While others searched desperately for her children, Lori was living her best life. She and Chad danced at their beach wedding, went shopping and played games. When asked about her children, she smiled and said they were safe, offering different stories to different people. JJ was his friends, Tylee was at college, everything was fine. But in her storage unit, JJ's toys gathered dust. Tylee's photos sat in boxes, and in Chad Daybell's backyard, 2 shallow graves held terrible secrets. On June 9, 2020, police excavated Chad's property. What they found haunts them still. Tylee's remains had been burned and dismembered. JJ was wrapped in plastic, his small arms bound with duct tape. They had been dead since September while their mother danced in Hawaii. The trial revealed text messages between Lori and Chad discussing dark spirits and zombies. They believed death would release souls from zombie bodies. They spoke of murder as a divine mission. Lori showed no emotion as evidence mounted against her, not even when prosecutors described how her children died, not even when the jury took less than 7 hours to find her guilty. Today, Laurie Wallow Dable sits in prison, sentenced to life without parole. Chad Dable awaits trial in 2024. But the questions remain. How does a mother go from filming her children's birthday parties to ordering their deaths? How do religious beliefs twist so drastically that murder becomes a mission from God? JJ would be 11 now, probably still giving those wonderful hugs. Tylee would be 20, perhaps studying law as she did dreamed. Instead, their rooms remain empty, their futures forever unlived. This case is not just about murder. It is about the dangerous power of extreme beliefs. It's about how easily people can justify the unthinkable when they believe they are on a divine mission. And most chillingly, it's about how the monsters in our midst don't always look like monsters at all. Sometimes they look like beautiful mothers who dance in beauty pageants. Sometimes they write religious books and claim to see the future. Sometimes they smile and say everything is fine, while children's bodies lie buried in their backyards. As one detective put it, the scariest monsters are the ones who look just like us. Thank you.